The convoy was destroyed in one of the first of many Ukrainian ambushes that stopped the Russian advance dead as part of what the Kremlin has presented as a calm and rotational decision to concentrate on the war in eastern Ukraine. Moscow says without proof or any reliability that its war aims in central Ukraine have been achieved, and they never included capturing Kiev. The truth is that unexpectedly fierce and well-organized Ukrainian resistance stopped them outside the capital, and the evidence includes the rusting and twisted wreckage of the column that still lies where it was destroyed on that suburban city. 2 or 3 weeks into the war, the Russian invaders ran out of momentum. On the street in Bucha, you can see why. Elite troops from Russia's airborne forces rode into the town in armored vehicles, light enough to be carried by aircraft. They came from Hostomel Airport, a few miles away, which had been attacked and seized by Russian paratroopers landed by helicopter on the first day of the invasion. Even then, there was fierce resistance from Ukrainian forces. When the column moved through Bucha on the way to Kiev, they had a harsh awakening. The road is narrow and straight, an ideal place for an ambush. Witnesses said the Ukrainians attacked the convoy with Bayraktar attack drones bought from Turkey. Other neighbors said Ukrainian territorial defense volunteers were also in the area. However, they did it. The lead vehicles and the ones bringing up the rear were knocked out and imprisoned the others. The wreckage has not been touched. Belts of 30mm cannon shells lie on the grass verge, along with many pieces of dangerous and damaged abandoned ordnance. Young conscripts ran away, begging local people said not to be turned over to Ukrainian territorial defense. A man of around 70, who called himself Uncle Raisha, said, "I felt sorry for them. They were so young, 18 to 20, with their whole lives ahead of them."
So we've just spent the day here on the front lines.
It looks as if Russians, as they prepared to pull out of Bucha, had no such pity. At least 20 dead men were lying in the streets as Ukrainian troops entered the town. Some of them had their hands tied behind their backs. The mayor said they had buried 280 people in mass graves. A few civilians who stayed said they had tried to avoid the Russians. They set up wood fires outside their Khrushchev-era flats, cooking on them outdoors because their gas, power, and water were cut. Volunteers were bringing supplies in from Lviv, in western Ukraine, and from countries far from the war, geographically at least. A few miles away, the trail of devastation leads to Hostomel Airport. Russian airborne troops tried to use it as a base for a push into Kiev. The world's largest transport plane was destroyed early on. The roof of the enormous hangar built for it was so riddled with a constellation of shrapnel holes. The plane itself, known by the Ukrainian word for dream, Mriya, lies there broken-backed, big chunks of fuselage and engine in places around it. Its fate is a parable of what is happening to Ukraine.